Morning, green afternoon, green evening, world over, all our brothers and sisters and wonderful youngsters abroad in India. Let me just start the journey right from Southeast Asia, come to the Middle East, come to Central Asia, go all the way to European Union, and then let me go to United States. I'm touching all the East Coast and the West Coast, going to Canada, going to Latin America, coming back to Central Asia, and coming to South Asia, and thereafter, finally, we'll land up in India. Once the flight lands up over here, let me take you to the beautiful 8 states of northeast part of India. You have got all the way Tripura, Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, and of course you have got Sikkim as well. 8 beautiful states to which the Honorable Prime Minister of India calls Ashtal Lakshmi. So ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be taking you this evening along with Madam Tokmem Mengu, who is the Miss Arunachal 2020. And imagine the contest was just 1 week before the 25th of March 2020, the coronavirus. I'm also grateful to, Abhijit Singhaji, who is the managing director, Mega Entertainment, who basically brought Madam Tokmem Mengu for this particular program. Long live Mega Entertainment. They are doing wonderful job in Northeast part of India. Our entire support and our entire blessings to all of them. Those are a part of it. Today's topic is very interesting. It's empowering Northeast India youth. They're wonderful. They are beautiful. They're very, very nice people. Okay, let me share. Our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, which is a link between India and the non-resident Indian diaspora, the people those have gone abroad. Can you imagine 31.4 million Indians are abroad at this point of time in different countries, in different continents, in different time zones, and they're the part of this entire journey. So our chamber basically focuses, and I'm grateful to Vimalji, Arumugam Srinivasanji, Induji, Sakshiji, S. Vasaji, Arumugam Srinivasan, Vimalji, Balkrishanji, and of course, all other dignitaries, those are joining for this particular program. I'm looking forward to get some name from the northeastern part of India as well. During this pandemic, like doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they have done great job, great warriors. Similar way, our teachers, our educators, and all our education ecosystem fraternity, they have also done a remarkable job. And our chamber has dedicated particularly this entire series, Making Education Relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Northeast part of India. Beautiful part of India. The art, the craft, the culture, the cuisine, the people, the dances, the music, the education, the youth, the vibration, the positivity, and softness. Today, people talk about soft skills. I have learned and I have seen them way back. I do not know when did I start my journey with the Northeast. I can't even recollect. Their etiquette, their manner, their gesture, their body language, their articulation, their communication, their humbleness, they are very positive. They are very, very positive. They are very humble. And Honorable Prime Minister of India, he brought Act East policy. He says, no, don't only look, act. Now you got to act. And that's why we all are acting. Now, over here, northeastern part of India, when we talk about the strong pillar between India and the ASEAN, all the 10 beautiful countries, which are the neighboring country. And if you know, 450 million plus people, those are in those 10 countries, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei, all the 10 beautiful countries, what we have got over there also. And there is a tremendous untapped potential of tourism, of hospitality, of a couple of other services sector. And when we talk about services, we talk about customer care. We talk about customer delight. We talk about customer management. We talk about amaze the customer. And that is when we talk about northeast part of India. Do visit Northeast, paradise unexplored. Northeast gives lots, tremendous opportunities. Cinematic tourism. Wonderful movies being shot in northeast part of India, all different places. And today I'm in Arunachal Pradesh. So I'm going to take you to Madhuri Fall, and I'm going to take you a movie called Koyla. That was Madhuri Dixit and Shah Rukh Khan and Rakesh Roshan ji directed that film. And that time Hrithik Roshan was very young, and he had also gone to see Arunachal Pradesh. What a beautiful state. And recently you saw in Indian Idol that small little girl singing so well. She is near a place called Bomdila. That is the place. And one song we all sing all the time. वो है जरा खफा खफा तो नींद यूं आए के हो. That is a girl from Arunachal Pradesh, if you remember. So, ladies and gentlemen, the farms, the organic kheti and the organic plantation and the organic tourism, health and wellness tourism. When you talk about herbal plants, when you talk about medicinal plants, horticulture, sericulture, floriculture, agriculture, and along with that now Ayurveda potential, tremendous. Northeast India's youth are fantastic. They are very, very energetic. They are the powerhouse of creativity and energy. Let's skill and empower our Northeast youth. Let's do the hand holding and let's move together. Our youth are our assets and they are the future because they are the one. Our chamber is doing almost 28 webinars per week. You can join tomorrow. We are starting at 9:30, going to 11:30. Then we are going at 3 p.m., then at 5 p.m. And then tomorrow night, you'll be meeting non-resident Indians from America, United States. They all will be with us. And do you know something very scintillating, very captivating I would like to share with all of you? With your valuable support, with all of you, those joined for these programs, it's something very interesting I would like to share that ICSI is going to complete 1,000 webinars during this COVID-19 to keep positivity, to keep everybody engaged in a positive way, to make education relevant, to support the sector skill councils. I'm grateful to all of them. Those supported the vision, and we complete 1,000 webinars on International Day of Yoga. That's on Monday, 21st of June. And you would be happy to know from the United Nations, when you talk about UNESCO, right from the Paris, the Director Education India would be joining. So that's why we are starting the program at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, non-stop 6 hours program. Will finish at 9 p.m. Youth, their wellness, our education, our skills, having empathy and empowering every child. That's what we are going to talk about. So ladies and gentlemen, whatever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together. Let's make education relevant. All of us together. And join me in extending a hearty welcome to Madam Tokmem Mengu, the Miss Arunachal 2020. And here we go. 993rd webinar, Saturday, 19th of June, 2021, 9 minutes past 9 p.m. Tung, tung. Hearty welcome. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, ma'am. Thank you, Tokmem, Mengu. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful to Abhijit Singhaji, who basically brought you on this platform, who introduced you to us. And we are having this special program for the youth of the entire northeast part of India. And we are taking you all the way to a beautiful state called Arunachal Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, whether Bandardeva or Nirjuli or Naharlagan or Itanagar or Zero, when I talk about Zero, I have to talk about Habung Asha, the girl who is working with our chamber, giving a valuable support. She's Apatani, Donipolo, they are with us. And then let me move to Basar, to Alo, Teju, and then let me go to Tangavali, and from there to Bomdila, Bomdila to Derang, and Derang, I'm going to Selapas, Selapas to Tawang, and Selapas and Tawang, and then further a lot of places Tokmem will discuss with us. She's at a beautiful place called Pasighat. And now why Pasighat is important? Yes, it's very important because Itanagar is the capital of Arunachal Pradesh, but still there is a helicopter landing only, which takes off from Guwahati and it comes over there. But Pasighat is a place where there is an airstrip and right, the aircraft comes over there and lands in Pasighat. And I still recall the first flight landing over there and going over there. So ladies and gentlemen, let's travel with Tokmem Mengu all the way to Arunachal Pradesh and to the Northeast. And let's talk about the Northeast youth and how they got to be empowered. All yours, Tokmem. You can take on the floor now. First of all, heartiest congratulations that you got the title of the Miss Arunachal 2020 just before the COVID. How did you anticipate the COVID is coming next week and I should get the title and the crown before that? That is something I think Abhijit Singha knew about this coronavirus. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
so first of Soma, I would really appreciate for giving me this opportunity to come across this platform and then get to talk to all of the people out there, whoever is viewing this. So Namaste India, and yes, I am Tokmem Mengu, as Dr. Sharma has already introduced. And yes, I'm really honored to be here in this platform, sharing my ideology on empowerment of Northeast youth. So yes, without delaying, we can just start off, trying to understand what empowerment and empowerment actually means. So I think most of the time for the youths, see, there is nothing that I'm trying to blame on the Arunachal government or Northeast government that they are not doing anything for the students or the youths. But this is as well as like I'm trying to compliment them. At the same time, I'm trying to add on something which is very essential, which needs to be added to the education a pattern. So I think let's start off with trying to question each and every one of them, like what actually empowerment means. So I think when we tend to understand in our terms, it's just like, okay, empowerment is something where we are like really free to talk whatever we want. And maybe it's like the rights and everything, like, it's in a very basic way, in a very limited way, we understand that. But what actually empowerment means is basically to give a power or an authority to somebody. So, yeah, just keeping it very short, I just want to say that how do we, like there will be people who will be asking that how do you just randomly give this authority or power to anybody random? So it can't be, actually, it's not a stuff, it's not a thing, it's not something which we can just pick and then distribute it to everybody. But this is actually it's a process. I think I have made a few points. I'll just like to read it out. So basically, the whole understanding is the empowerment start when there is a self-confidence built in the within the youth, within the student, whoever is trying to pursue whatever they dream about. So I think empowerment it comes after the confidence, but before that confident level is reached, there is a lot of process that has to be made. You know, so we can say like if for say if I'm from a beauty pageant department or the field, so there is something which I had gone through, I had learned, I had filtered a lot of things, and that's when I gained a confidence in certain area where I am now standing and I can be confident. And that's when I think I'm already empowered because I'm confident in that particular field. And now I can sit here and talk to the youths out there, whoever is viewing this. So I think I'm already empowered. So if you say that, let me take you, if there is any question that the students might be asking me, that what kind of things actually involves with the, I mean, what kind of things that are like very dealt with the power and authority and every single thing like that. So it's something which is not limited. It's something, it's like spread it everywhere. It can be skill, it can be education, it can be art, it can be in every single field. There is nothing limited. Like there is no restriction in any sort of thing, like whatever you have in your mind. Maybe you are very good at your artistic field, so that is your department, that is your field where you want to bloom. And if you're very good at studies or something like that, like the standard understanding of knowledge, which includes the civil studies or the competitive exams or stuff like that, I think not everybody is very good at bookish knowledge as well. So I think even that is one particular department that not all are privileged. So I think it depends on the student's capability. So yeah, so all these things are like spread it everywhere. So there is no single or any particular specific place where we can determine a capability of, we can restrict that possibilities of learning to any students, or we can limit that particular section to any kind of student. So what I'm trying to say is, when you tend to give this authority or the power to a student, or or somebody who wants to learn like genuinely, it's not necessary that it has to be a student, or it has to be like somebody who is belonging to a school, who is a school going person or something like that. But it is also basically, it also welcomes all the elderly person as well, whoever wants to come learn whatever. Because we in Northeast, what happens is we tend to have more villages. We don't have towns. So we have towns now, but then calculatively, if you say, there's like villages. So I still remember I had gone to a few village of mine where my dad is from. So I spoke to these ladies who are married, but still they want to study. They're like, okay, is there any sort of platform where we can, go and study, and we can try to at least spell our name. So I think when she is approaching that idea to me, I think she's already empowered, because she's confident in whatever she's saying. She doesn't hesitate. She knows that it's not necessary that she just had to be inside the kitchen and then just cook. She has this knowledge that, okay, I have been informed that there is a possibilities that I can still learn. She wasn't shying away that, okay, I'm a lady, I'm a old lady now, I have already like so many kids, and still like I just have to be in the kitchen and like just cook and look after the family. But she had this urge to go out and be like, okay, okay, I have to at least be able to write my name whenever there's a documentation needed. So I think when she is asking for that, I think she's already empowered. So basically what empowerment means, excuse me. So what actually empowerment it means is, you have the information, but the only thing that is delaying is you to act upon that. There is nobody who will come and tell you like, okay, okay, this thing is there, now you go. But it is up to me. For example, if we say like the pageantry is happening and it's me, my desires here. But what's the point if I don't go approach the platform? If I don't go and try, I have the information, but if I don't act, I can't call it empowerment. I think it's just a step away to in between your making your decision of your choice. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And
Okay.
also now, am I being
Yes,
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 yes.
yes. It's going on very well. I'm understanding your central idea, because
Uh-huh.
and Tokmem, what I would like to take a thread over here. See,
Okay.
from Arunachal Pradesh, you came down to Delhi. Then from
Yes.
Delhi, you went to Bangalore, and you
Yes.
studied in Delhi, then you studied in Bangalore, then thereafter you have gone to Pasighat, and you're doing a great service. And now, once you became Miss Arunachal 2020, then all of a sudden, when you got into the pageant, you understood there are some other qualities which are needed in the male and the female folk, and they got to move on. And particularly this is a hobby, this is a passion, this is a profession, this is a career. Because why I'm telling as a career, like you studied in Delhi and Bangalore. Today, I'm seeing in the audience, a lot of people are joining from Desh Bhagat University. I think the Honorable Vice Chancellor over there is very fond of Northeast part of India. And a
Okay.
lot of people are joining over there. And tomorrow, let's take it that they give some scholarship to children. Would you like to encourage some children to come from Northeast and study at Desh Bhagat University?
I would love to encourage each and every student who are interested and wants to like go overboard to
Yes,
learn and explore. I think they should definitely go out of the box and
it gives you exposure. It gives you
be
out.
creative
Yes,
enough and like they should take the risks of like making a crazy decision sometime, but at the same time being a very conscious about
okay,
the consequences that it might bring to. So yes, both thing at the same time.
okay.
Okay, yeah, and
Great.
also
So
yes.
now, how would you like to link pageant with education? So because that is always you keep talking about. How would you
Yes,
like to
yes.
link it up?
Okay. Yes, I was coming to that point. Yeah. So I think the second question. I mean, like after the first deliberation, I think that automatically the second question pops up is like basically why it is so different from. I mean, why there should be an empowerment only for the Northeast Indians? There might be this question popping up in so many minds right now. So I'll just tell you guys that if you guys are from Northeast, if you're viewing this, it's not like I'm telling you that you're not empowered, but what I'm trying to say is that the education system in Northeast and to be seen in outside in mainland, it's very different. It's a huge gap. We can say that the exposure is different, the limitations of your creativity is different, because out there the opportunities and the platforms and the appreciation, the acknowledgement of your art and your talents and every single thing, it's like present right over there. So they're like skilled, they have mentors, they have teachers, who can guide them to any which direction that they want to pursue. But in Northeast, what happens is, yes, even though the education level is like growing right now, but then there is still, I don't see any institute where there will be parents like very happy to put this to children's to go to dance class, or to go and pursue for a pageantry, or go and make the children go and like have a singing tutorial classes. So I think still there is a lot of thing that has to be like bridged. So I think that can only be possible if you have a, a set of mind that you are crazy enough to like just grab the opportunity. You just go out and try to explore. Don't just be confined in one place. And also there is I don't know. There are so many things like you can possibly go approach to the person that knows better than you. Like definitely there will be a member in the family, or maybe nearby your family members, in the circle. So there will somebody will be there definitely. So you can go and talk to them. Feel free to approach to them. There's nothing to be shy about it, and you don't have to be scared. We have been outside and we have learned a lot, and I think that can be you as well. You can also go out and you can learn. Okay, now coming to the point, Dr. Sharma had also asked me that what education and pageantry, how is it connected? Okay, now let me tell you that it was a time when I entered pageantry. I got to know there is a lot more besides just standing there and looking pretty. And we were just very stressed that okay, we have to look certain way. We have to have a cut or a slit in a dress so that we can show the figure, the lines of our bodies, and we just have to appreciate, the body structure of yours or the facial presentation and stuff like that. We never knew that the personality and the body language and the way you speak, there are so many things, so which can also add up a lot to the presentation. So beauty pageant is not only about you standing there looking like a doll and then putting yourself like covered fully with makeup and every single thing. No, it's not. So basically in the beauty pageant, what I have learned is, for and foremost thing is the grooming session. So now how education is linked to pageantry is the grooming session. That is the link that bonds pageantry and the education together. And now grooming session, it only doesn't mean that it has to be in a pageantry department, but also in outside in the mainland. I think there is a classes like who are like earning in lakhs just to groom the students, groom the children. But that we are learning here in the grooming sessions of pageantry. So which I had a broader understanding later on. So we got to learn. about the hospitality, the physical grooming and personality building and body language, the way you speak, the dictions and everything, and also soft skill. Very important, guys, soft skills. There are classes that is happening out there, like you have to literally pay for that. But that is something I think the education system also can bring it to the schools, like where I think the children has to get groomed properly. And then, in Japan, Dr. Sama, they are very nicely taught, like they know how to mop the classroom. They know how to stand in the proper queue and then like have a lunch, and they wash their own, they do their own dishes. So this is some moral groomings that are done in a very young age. So I think these are something that has to be involved in the education department, not only in Northeast, but also in, I think, overall the overall India. So I think this is something that is missing out, and I really want to bring out that thing. I don't know. I want to bring this platform out so that I can reach out to most of the young girls in Northeast, whoever is interested. Like, I really want to welcome them and guide them, because I never got the mentor before, and I really am eager to be a mentor to those of the girls who wants to get help. May it be the grooming session, may it be the body language, may it be the language, may it be the soft skill, and whatever may be possible that I can give it to them. So I'm really looking forward to serve for them as well. So this is, I think, the main purpose for me to join the whole session out here. So it's something that I want to give back to these young girls, like, and it's not about only girls, but also the guy children, like the male children. It's the I think there is no limitation in any gender role to be like uh, like being a very good how do you say it, you can present yourself in a very graceful way. Even the guys, just the word is different, gentleman. But if we see the grace, gentleman and grace is exactly the same thing, but just the terminology is different. So I think it's just a mindset that we are actually conceived it in a very different way. But then I think we can actually work it out. And I think your platform is doing a really great job on that. So I think coming here and like, I think like letting it all out, I guess I'm really feeling less, what do you say it? Like I had kept it within me for a very long time. This whole thing started to evolve when I was going through, yes, right after my win, there was a pandemic, and out of which, because so many creative ideas I had, but then unfortunately I couldn't work on that. So the whole year I was just inside. There was lockdown and all the things were like totally shut down. So all of these things like literally built it up. And I think the lockdown has possibly worked a very positive aspect on me as well. So because of that, I could like just think and bring out this whole idea to the open platform. So
Wonderful.
yes.
Wonderful. So, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, that is Miss Arunachal 2020.
Also, I think
Go ahead. Go
yes,
ahead. Go
exactly.
ahead. Go ahead.
Also, I would like to tell all the youths that you might wonder, like, okay, now what might be the barriers? So let's talk about the barriers. Like, what sort of barriers are there which are actually taking you back, pulling you back to actually go and grab for the opportunity that you already have been provided out there? So, what's delaying that? Let me tell you guys, is just a psychological barrier. There is nothing as such. You can just go grab all the opportunities that are like open out there. You guys, like, why are you scared? Just go there, grab the opportunity. You never know what might click. So, but just be conscious of whatever the consequences might be later on. But then I think it's us, right? It's youth. Just go explore, like take risk in life. Just don't settle in house, just don't settle in the room and be like, okay, take it, I wanted to do this and I couldn't do it. Why? Because you didn't try, right? So whom do we blame? Yourself. So the entire year you will blame yourself and you'll be really depressed. So that's your choice. Like you want to stay depressed or you want to like grab the opportunity, you want to know the result. Okay, if it's success, it's a grand success. If not, why? Why should I like, okay, why did I fail there? Like you'll at least get the tips, no? So next time if you do it, you'll at least have a better knowledge and better understanding that, okay, why you couldn't make it. So I think that's a clarity out there. So I think the only barrier that is existing is the psychological barrier. We are so lost and we are so occupied in our mind that no, we want to do this but we don't have money, we want to do that but we don't have that, okay, we want to do this but our family doesn't support. So it's all a psychological barrier. It's just one word. If family is not supporting, you can make them sit, talk to them. I think they'll definitely understand. If there is a financial differences, you can just go to YouTube, you can search every single thing. YouTube is a place where you can actually go and grab every single thing. Like it's like the bad stuffs are there, the good stuffs are there. You are just open to choose any one of them. And if you're focused, if you want that particular objective, I think even in YouTube or whatever world it might be, even there might be a lot of struggles and distractions and every single thing. But I think uh, you'll end up in a right particular place where you are like literally focused at. So I think you can just like, yeah, just go and grab it, guys. I
Okay.
think this is the only thing that might be like really blocking us
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
as a youth. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And
Yeah.
yes, also I would like to say that because we being from Northeast, we are a very timid person. We have this, I mean, Northeast people, they are blooming in like so many departments. I think the only thing that is lagging behind is somebody to push them, like, okay, you're capable of that, do that. That kind of push is not there. So I think we people are also as well as like very timid and very humble. So we think that trying to explore something might just be very harmful for the image, or it might bring some disadvantages for the family or something like that. So I think we are very much um, timid with the knowledge that we have, or we want to grow, but then there is a certain reason. So we don't try to, break that wall. So yeah, we are just protected. We have protected ourselves within that wall. I think we need to break it down.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Tokmem Mengu, the Miss Arunachal for 2020, who was sharing her vision, her ideas, her expertise, an entire journey, how she got into pageant, what she thinks about young generation, what she thinks about beautiful place called Northeast part of India, those beautiful 8 states of India. I'm telling you, I have got my lifetime experience. It's a beautiful 8 states which God has gifted to all of us. These people are wonderful. What basically she conveys, and she wants to tell, that step out, just move out, come out of your comfort zone and try and see the world, try and experience the world. And you people have got excellent soft skills. You have art, you have culture, you have
Exactly.
heritage, you have music, you have got dances. You are wonderful people on this soil. And today, when I was just trying to see that lots of people have joined from Desh Bhagat University right over here. And when I look at that, what comes to my mind is that we got to request the Chancellor and the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Desh Bhagat University to give some scholarship to our children in the Northeast and particularly in Arunachal Pradesh. And thank you very much, Tokmem Mengu. And I would also like to convey my deep thanks to Abhijit Singha, who
Yes.
basically brought you on this platform, Mega Entertainment, and all the wonderful days ahead for you, beautiful days for you. And you should move ahead, you should grow ahead, and you should see what best you can do. Before we close the session, I would just like to tell, there's an old movie called Beti Beta. Okay, there is a Beti
Okay.
and Beta, and there's a Mohammed Rafi song. It's a beautiful song because it's almost 9:34. And before I close down, I just wish to tell you, when you sing, there's something known as Thai, there's something known as Antara. Sthai is the first 4 lines. So I just want to tell you 2 lines before we close the session. आजकल में ढल गया दिन, हुआ तमाम, तू भी सो जा, सो गई रंग भरी शाम। आजकल में ढल गया दिन, हुआ तमाम, तू भी सो जा, सो गई रंग भरी शाम. Sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh. Sun comes up in Arunachal Pradesh, and that's why the state name is Aru and Anchal. That means it is the lap of and that's why Apatanis and particularly Donipolos, when I talk about over there, I've been meeting them, and I have got one of them in my team, that is Habung Asha from Zero. And then, of course, Chitra Kapoor from Himachal Pradesh, and Ajay Kundal, my director for technical team. All three of them, those packaged this program this evening and brought you on this platform. I'm grateful to all of them. Thank you very much. And Tokmem, I wish you all the best and wonderful days ahead. Our chamber would be more than happy to work closely with you, and let's empower every youth. Let's do the hand holding of every youth, and let's take every child of Northeast with us together. हम सबको साथ लेकर चलेंगे, and we will try and bring them together. And one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, before we close the session, अरुणाचल प्रदेश में हर बच्चा हिंदी बोलता है, हर एक बच्चे को हिंदी पता है, ये लोग हिंदी भाषा को समझते हैं, ये हिंदी को अच्छे से समझते हैं। भारत की मातृभाषा जिसकी हम बातचीत करते हैं, हमारी माँ की जो बोली होती है, उसको ये समझते हैं, और इन सब का हिंदी भाषा से भी उतना ही प्यार है जितना इनकी अपनी नेटिव ट्राइबल भाषा से प्यार है। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ पासीघाट को, अरुणाचल प्रदेश को, आदि ट्राइब को, अरुणाचल की सारी ट्राइब्स को, और पूरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सभी युवा पीढ़ी को, यंग बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स को, आर ग्रेट सैल्यूटेशंस. We will work for your scholarships. We will work for your bright future. And from today, Tokmem Mengu will become the brand ambassador, and she will take the vision ahead. We will involve her, and she will work hard towards that particular dream project. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.